I'm here because a number of years ago, my son was at lunch with us. My husband and I had taken him to lunch, my little boy Spencer. And we noticed that he was coughing repeatedly, a lot. I mean, just unendingly. And so we took him home, and I realized very quickly that his heart was racing out of his shirt. Well, 25 minutes later or so, the heart was still racing, and I got really scared. So I said to my husband, you know what, I'm not waiting anymore, we're going to the emergency room. We were escorted immediately to a room where he was put on oxygen, and they started the IV drip of the steroids. They were calling it respiratory airways disease, which basically is just the precursor to asthma. And I see all of you nodding your heads because I know that what I'm going to hear is that you've all been through the exact same thing.
My oldest son, who is 4, is suffering from severe allergies, and we had to have his tonsils and adenoids removed last year. He had one of those terrible coughs that Sloan was talking about with her son.
My daughter, who's 3 years old, she's been sick for the last 5 weeks. She's had this horrible cough. Last night she was up and I was up for about 3 hours because she kept coughing. And I've given her tons of different medicines. It's not going away.
Turns out that 4 generations back on both sides of the families, nobody had ever had any pulmonology issue whatsoever. No food allergy, no asthma, nothing. And we realized that there's genetics or there's environmental. It's one or the other. And clearly it wasn't genetic, so it had to be environmental. And I started to learn through doing a lot of reading that there was this direct correlation between the toxins found in our common household cleaners and the rates of asthma and allergies.
Now, 90% of our time is spent inside. And if you go to the Environmental Protection Agency website, you'll find that indoor air pollution is 2 to 5 times higher inside than it is outside. So you have to ask yourself the question, where are these pollutants coming from? Well, they're coming from our carpeting, they're coming from upholstery, they're coming from the air fresheners you spray in the air, and what you clean your home with. Nobody knows what the cumulative effects of all of these chemicals are to our health. And if you go to the Environmental Protection Agency website and you try to look up hazardous household waste, I'm going to show you what they considered hazardous household waste, and they say that the disposal of the following products can be environmental toxins and harmful to human health. So are you kind of curious what those might be? Let me show you. Well, they include harmful to human health, bleach, harmful to human health, toilet bowl cleaner, oven cleaner, and drain cleaner. So these are all environmental toxins and considered harmful to human health. And you have to ask yourself the question, you know, if our governmental authorities know that these are harmful, are these really things that we want to have in our homes?
What was probably most interesting was the statistics to back up what we probably know as it relates to how harmful some of these cleaning products are.
There have been times in my life when I have had that experience where you're in the bathroom and you're spraying all the stuff and you get overwhelmed by the smell and you have to get out of the room.
Just reading the back of that bottle, it says dial 911 and administer this, this and administer that, and I'm in my house right now, and oh my goodness, it's the first thing that's going in the trash.
Another choice that you have is to look for safe alternatives that are out there. Now, my company is Shackley Corporation, and Shackley's been in business for 50 years, and our product philosophy is develop products that improve the health of people and they improve the health of the planet at the same time. So I'd like to share with you one of our amazing products, which is Get Clean's Basic H Squared. This is a super duper concentrate. It's non-toxic and natural formula. It's made from corn and coconut surfactants. Those are the cleaning agents in this particular product. And it's incredibly, incredibly concentrated. You can use this for literally thousands of uses in your home. It can be used on any washable surface. It's great at cutting grease and getting rid of dirt. You can use it on your floors, your walls, your car. You can use it to clean windows. Well, all over the place.
I think it was a really great comment talking about the concentrate, buying things in concentrate, and the impact that has on not using all this transportation to get and bottling and packaging to get things to you.
If everybody did it, think of how huge that would be.